Alright, so boom. Today we here with some crazy shit. Not even gonna lie to y'all. Apparently YP Slump Boy killed his baby mom. That shit crazy. Like, no cap. That shit crazy. Niggas be like, you rap about catching so many bodies and all this shit, and then you get booked for killing your baby mom. RIP to her. First of all, RIP to her. For me, I feel bad for their kid. Like, now that kid and growing up without a mom and dad. But we don't know what happened. That's why we here to find out. Y'all hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. Join the Discord down, link in the description, and let's get right into this shit. Shout out American Confidential.
But I cannot go back to the bottom. Sleeping on the floor in apartments. Gotta move with it on me. They wanna put a hole in your father. Before that, I be facing.
Okay, bro, look like Russell Westbrook. That's that same 2016 Westbrook mohawk.
Before that, I be facing your enemy. My niggas like soldiers. And they left cha-cha on them steps. We been trying slum boy shit. If you catch them, D next. And ain't no going out to eat.
Oh yeah. Also, if y'all know who the fuck Slump Boy is, this nigga created. Like, he had one of the most disrespectful songs in like 2023, I think. It was like 2023. And then Bridge Street Man hopped on that joint, and y'all know what happened to Bridge Street Man after that shit. That shit crazy.
About that man. No, I gotta get it south, so I just been on the road, and I see my daughter face every time that my eyes close. Like this and on the guys, you know we dead wrong. They gotta stay away from us to keep their head on. We gon' catch him out of bounds in that red zone. He in the streets, ass up, he should've stayed home.
Oh my God, my son, I was taking pictures of my son, and oh my God, we had to fucking duck this boy just got killed. 16th and right here by 16th and Pulaski.
Why these niggas try and act hard like man it wasn't slum next to that black car?
You're the first to troll, the first to get deleted.
Yo, he the emoji with that white shit wrapped around his head. You heard me?
Damn. I shut it. Disappeared. Damn, this shit got bright as fuck.
On the morning of October 12th, 2025, Siani Smith was fatally shot.
Damn, that's his baby mom. Damn, sister. Damn, R.I.P., bro. Beautiful girl.
Near her home on the 7400 block
Not
of Dix
better than
Avenue.
black girls.
She was transported by a private vehicle to Penn Presbyterian Medical Center, bypassing emergency services, where she was pronounced dead.
Damn, what are the odds that you flamed the wheel and your baby mom inside that? Nigga, you crazy as fuck. You don't think that was on purpose. That's exactly why I don't think on purpose. Niggas ain't slick like that. Damn, he shot up the car. Like, I'm about to say, you gonna see what happened to American
Police
Confidential?
quickly identified Quamir Jones as her domestic partner and primary suspect.
Damn.
Jones evaded capture for nearly 3 months, prompting the involvement of the U.S. Marshals Eastern Pennsylvania Violence.
That shit say, am I tripping or this young boy look like Darius? Yo, he kinda do like Darius Slay. Yo, he kinda do like Darius Slay in a minute. This nigga was on the run for 3 months.
Crime Fugitive Task Force.
This nigga 25? Bro, I did not know this nigga was 25. Damn, I thought he was older than that.
And primary suspect. Jones evaded capture for nearly 3 months, prompting the involvement of the U.S. Marshals Eastern Pennsylvania Violence Crime Fugitive Task Force. He was arrested on January 7th, 2026 on the 200 block of East Mermaid Lane in Chestnut Hill. Almost immediately, this story started to make its way around Reddit and Instagram.
What the fuck?
As the Reddit detectives found out who the alleged perpetrator was. He goes by YP Slumboy and is a relatively well-known figure in Philly drill. Even though this case has nothing to do with the neighborhood beef that YP had with people from Zoo Gang, the violence that he often rapped about would be the same thing that ended his child's mother's life. YP Slumboy represents the flags, or black flags, mostly from Blumberg Housing Complex. I'm not sure exactly what block he grew up on, but from everything I can gather, it's from around those projects. In In the spring of 2022, just as Philly drill was getting a broader audience, one of his main rivals and former friends, Burke Street Man, was one of the main ones getting a lot of attention for dissing YP's friends that had recently been killed. As with most of the stories I tell, the way things ended up playing out with Man and most involved in the beef was wholly predictable. First, Man and other zoo members went to the Blumberg housing complex to record the response to YP's 6 feeders, and anyone who was paying attention at the time knows this only poured gasoline on the raging fire of the flag.
See, like shit like this, bro. We talk about this shit. If y'all rewatching, y'all know. Like I talk about this shit to get them out. Crashing out, niggas ain't gotta crash out, bro. It's a lot of different jobs, bro. Like go work for Roto-Rooter gang. It's a lot of different jobs. You ain't gotta crash out.
Versus the zoo
I understand why
gang
so
war.
many niggas crash out.
We been trying some boy shit if you catch him Dean next. And ain't no
stats. We been trying some boy shit if you catch him Dean next.
That incident put YP on the map as far as drill rap and internet clout. Siani Ava Smith grew up somewhere in Philadelphia. I wasn't able to get too much info on her childhood. However, I know she was close with her mom for a fact. She was also close with various aunts and uncles. The only reason I know she was close with her mother is because that's who she resided with at the time of her death. I couldn't find too much info besides that in time for release. Her and YP met up in around 2018, and they've had an on-again, off-again relationship since then, having a daughter in that time span. As far as how their relationship was on a day-to-day basis, I can only guess that it was toxic. The reason I say that is that people that are closer to the situation I've talked to say since day one that their relationship was rocky. Accusations of cheating and abuse loomed heavy over them. Throughout 2024 and 2025, Siani was tweeting about, as far as I can tell, their relationship. Having a child with someone links you two together forever. So even if their relationship wasn't on at any given moment, they still had to interact for their daughter's sake.
Damn, bro. Like, no, this is why you guys. This is why I pick y'all baby moms carefully, gang. I ain't gonna lie. This is not enough for me to, like, kill a shorty, but, like, this, like, come on, bro.
Having a child with someone links you two together forever.
Ain't got no lights on the Twitter. Ain't got no lights on this joint, nothing, bro. Like,
so even if their relationship wasn't
why
on
you just
at any given
about
moment,
this shit?
they
I
still
don't
had
like
to
that
interact
shit.
for their daughter's sake.
Don't we get in an argument? Don't go to that.
Y'all like trust
bro.
everybody
Post
that
that
no,
subliminal shit, bro. Come on.
We got some bad shit.
Every woman get dealt with in different ways.
Yeah,
bro.
you
It
can't give
depends
it-
on the
no,
type of
But
woman.
that's what females do.
I feel like
It's
that
even worse when
bullshit as a
niggas do
girl
that
don't
shit.
mean nothing.
Damn.
If she got a plan. You feel me? If she got a plan is everything to me. You feel me? If you don't got no goals, you're not aspiring to do nothing. You feel me? Like,
This comment from the BFG podcast could have been a subliminal towards Siani. Once again, I don't know much about their relationship, so I can't speculate too much. I first heard of YP in 2021 when him, Shido, and Tally were releasing a good amount of music together and separately.
Send me to jail.
Nigga, if something happened to you.
Yeah, forgot my mask, we gon' do this shit right here. Fuck right here. Don't believe them rats, them niggas went dead up it. I lost my dog, we took that score, niggas, yeah, up it. It was different on fall, we built a bed, stuffed it. Gone. Really blew his shit off close and ain't throw up a nut. Dumb, at least he tried. Only hit 3 times, at least he died.
I'm gonna lie, bro. This joint mid, bro. Come on.
Shido was shot and almost killed while he was seated alongside his friend, Neef, who was killed that night. Neef is seen here in the aforementioned video dissing a lot of Zoo Gang members. YP has always been talked about as one of the best drill rappers in the city. For people who did actually like his music, their biggest complaint was his inconsistency.
Yo, that nigga definitely don't drop, bro. He definitely wasn't dropping. I do remember that shit. Nigga dropped like 3 songs in like 2 years. That shit crazy. But one thing about Philly niggas, bro, it seemed like do all this drill rap. Like, well, the thing about Philly niggas with all this drill rap and all this shit, it be the niggas who was beefing. Bro, you take it go back in 2016, 2017, bro. These niggas got picked together, buddy, playing ball together, some shit. How do you go from like that to wanting to kill this nigga? Like, that should be crazy to me, bro.
Die if you play with us. Think I'm lying, come and see. Fuck this bitch, she thinks she flag. I make a line, you for this D. Like little bro, hold the cat. He gon' bring it back on E. It's the F that turned me up, but I've been a fucking G. Bands busting out the pocket of the jeans that cost a band. Know we got too many packs, every day a different strand. Oh, that slum under the mask? Yeah, get back from my man. Know we hunting.
And like, this show was a banger when he dropped this shit.
Always used to cheat on the game, then I married it. Bitches used to sleep on Slum Boy, now I carry it. You ain't gonna post your dead folks, that's embarrassing. Tell me, would you like some more shots, Mr. Garrett? Waving black flags, we them pirates in the Caribbean. Taliban, put my switchy on, issue Arabic.
Right, come on, bro, come on.
Put that belt to ass, I don't need.
Bro, what happened?
And we got his man.
Like, we know he make good music.
Have been killed.
Like, what the fuck? Come on,
Since
American
then,
Confidential.
a lot of the main players in that particular beef have been killed or went to jail, as usual. While YP was gang warring in the streets, him and Siani moved to Norristown shortly after it got impossible to stay in Philly for YP. And that brings us to October of 2025. YP and Siani are in the off again part of their relationship. They still speak.
Damn, she
and
was
YP
bad as
sees
shit, I
his
ain't gonna
daughter
lie.
as much as he could. The tension is there between the two, but they're trying to work things out. YP's close friend, YM1000 from Richard Allen, is throwing a no-violence drill party. YP and Siani are both in attendance that night. YP ends up performing along with other Philly drill veterans like Tally, Shido, and YSN Ooth. The night, by all accounts, was a success. Everyone had a good time and left. Where YP went after the party is unknown. He had a place down South Philly where he laid his head sometimes, so maybe he went there. But Siani went home. What happens next comes directly from the police affidavit. According to Siani's mom, Siani got home in the early morning hours of October 12th, which woke her up. She said she heard Siani talking to her daughter, and the mom said she then went back to sleep. Witness number 1 says he had known Siani for about 2 years. He told police that in the early morning hours of October 12th, he was with his friends when Siani called and asked him to come over. He told her he was with the guys right now and he would come when he was done. At around 4:50 a.m., he told police he pulled up to her house on Dix Avenue. When she came out, they chilled in the car. According to his account, they were in the car for about 30 minutes when what witness 1 describes as a dark-colored car with tinted windows drove by westbound. After making a U-turn, the car pulled alongside the pair. The witness pointed out YP Slumboy as the man. He said YP pulled alongside them a little bit in front, got out wearing a black hoodie and a black COVID mask. He said YP looked inside the car, then went to the trunk to get a black book bag. YP walked back to witness number 1's car, and witness 1 says that when he asked YP if he was blocking the driveway or what the problem was, he said YP replied, huh? He asked the same question again, and YP said, what? As he's saying what, he's pulling a black handgun from the book bag and putting the gun.
Oh my God, my nigga. Bro, y'all be in a lot of y'all know, bro. I be seeing this shit all the time. If she going, let her go. Ain't nothing you could do. She called this nigga. She probably was no disrespect to her. I don't know her, but she probably was giving about to get me. Why else she that? They probably was smoking type shit. You know what I'm saying? About to get a bop in the car. That's just what it is, bro. But nigga, you could have at least said something to the bro. You could at least said something to the nigga. Yo, I'm blocking the driveway. Nah, nigga, you in there with my bitch. Oh, this your bitch? Oh, this your bitch? Oh, my fault, OG. I didn't know. I ain't know. Yo, you his bitch? Why you ain't say you was his bitch? Bro, I ain't know that was your bitch. Like, this shit would have, you know what I mean? It could have simmered down a little. Yo, but you, huh? What? Bro, come on, bro. Why we gotta do that, bro? Why we got...
He said YP replied, huh? He asked the same question again, and YP said, what? As he's saying what, he's pulling a black handgun from the book bag
what the
and
fuck?
putting the gun inside the door and firing once. Witness number 1 says
This nigga he didn't even talk it out. This nigga just said, huh? What? Huh? What? Bro, what the fuck?
Putting the gun inside the door and firing once. Witness number 1 says he sped off and heard another shot hit his driver's side vent window, that little small window that's in front of your regular window. As he was driving off, he heard 2 or 3 more shots and noticed Siani had been hit in the left arm. He drove her to Penn Presbyterian Hospital. Now here's where things get tricky. The witness,
bro, so if he didn't drive away, you gave up all this rapping shit, all this shit, because hold on, I'm dark right now.
Action.
You gave up all this shit because the bitch was going? Are you kidding me? Bro, so that nigga didn't drive off, you was just gonna murk both the niggas in the car. You was gonna murk a nigga cause I'm with your bitch and I ain't know this was your bitch. I just hit, well, I'm a nigga. I went to shoot my shot, I made it, bro. I ain't know this was your bitch. She is not in the bio. I just know she had a kid. I ain't know it was your bitch. Know what I'm saying? The nigga didn't even say, could at least, you know what I'm saying? Politic. Could at least chop it up a little bit. No, this nigga straight dumped at the car? So now you about to sit in jail, bro.
Raised my in hospital. Now here's where things get tricky. The witness number 1's action raised my eyebrows. He tells police once he got to the hospital, he helped Siani into the hospital, then left. He called her friend to tell her what happened and notify the family and get to the hospital. At 5:34 a.m., Siani was pronounced. Witness number 1 drove his white Cadillac back to his spot, parked up, and called his lawyer. Now, this could have been the smartest move, and in the end was the right thing to do. But now, obviously, police are going to start digging into him now because of those actions, and I'm going to just leave that there. When Siani first left her house, her mom went back to sleep. Siani's mom was awoken to 5 or 6 gunshots after she fell back asleep. She then received a phone call from YP. YP said there was a group of men outside and that he needed her to go across the street and pick up shell casings. The mom says she went outside to look but didn't see anything. She also says she saw a man with a flashlight down the street, so she went back inside. According to the affidavit, 8 calls were made between YP and Siani's mom, with the first one being at 5:23, a missed FaceTime. He FaceTimed again at 5:23, with that call lasting 8 seconds. A missed FaceTime at 5:24, and then a 24-second FaceTime at 5:24.
Damn, how does this nigga all this
all these calls are happening
bro?
within
This nigga
seconds,
really...
and some are missed.
Damn, that
Then,
nigga locked
at
in?
5:35, 1 minute after Siani was pronounced dead at the hospital, he tried calling Siani's mom again. About 20 minutes later, at 5:54, she called YP, and that call lasted 8 seconds. A missed incoming call at 6:05, and a canceled outgoing at 7:16.
What the fuck?
What to make of all this is hard at this very moment. The truth will most likely come out at court. I know people are going to have opinions and theories, but I'm going to refrain from speculation at this point. But that didn't stop Reddit and Instagram, like I said. The theories started flying as soon as the tragic news hit. There might even have been family members in there too, arguing over this situation. The death of Siani rocked a lot of people's world, not least her daughter, who now has no mother or father to show her the way. Hopefully, she has lots of loving family around her, because she will be talked about the least but affected the most by this story.
What the fuck?
Siani's mom will not have to be the witness at her murder case instead of witness to her achievements in life. For a figure like YP Slumboy, disappearing is difficult. His face is known to thousands. His music videos are highly viewed, yet he managed to evade capture through the holidays of 2025. This likely involved cutting off all digital communications and moving between houses and relying on the silence of all his associates.
What about his jacket? My
His immediate story was self-defense, as that's what he told friends and family members as the story started to circulate about. A few weird things he did was comment on a post about her well after he allegedly killed her.
Damn.
Domestic violence is not a joke. The violence YP portrayed in his music, along with his failings as a man, his failings to control his temper, and the trauma he's gone through, all culminated in a tragic incident for everyone involved. To summarize, Siani Smith had recently separated from Kwame Jones, the father of her child, and moved back into her mother's home in Southwest Philadelphia.
Oh shit!
Early on the morning of October 12, 2025, Siani was sitting in a parked car outside her house with a male friend. Just minutes after Kwame attempted to call Siani from a location near her home, a dark sedan pulled up alongside them. The masked man exited the vehicle, retrieved a firearm from his trunk, and fired into the car, fatally wounding Siani. As Siani's friend rushed her to the hospital, Kwame Jones began frantically calling Siani's mother. During a FaceTime call, he
that's his
claimed that a
name.
group of boys had been outside the house and instructed the mother to go outside and hide evidence, specifically asking her to pick up shell casings because they would be traced back to a gun that was registered in his name. Police investigations later revealed that Kwame Jones owns a 9mm Glock consistent with the weapon used. Furthermore, cell tower data contradicted any alibi, tracking his phone traveling from the murder scene in Southwest Philadelphia back to where he laid his head in South Philly immediately after the shooting. Kwame Jones, or YP Slumboy, is innocent until proven guilty. The early life of Kwame is a puzzle with missing pieces, but
told us all
the
this
picture
shit.
that emerges is one of a young man who successfully navigated the treacherous path from anonymity to local fame, only to falter when it was time to make the most crucial decision. He utilized the drill genre to amplify his voice and escape his circumstances. However, the persona of YP Slumboy, built on aggression and dominance, could not protect him from, and perhaps contributed to, the disintegration of his personal life. The murder of Siani Smith stands as a grim finale to a life barely lived, a tragedy that shows, in all its bitter reality, the persistent weight and trauma that the families of Philadelphia move through.
Wait,
I'm gonna leave it there.
so did she die from getting shot in the arm? Ain't that what he said? I don't know, man. Bro, y'all going through some shit like with y'all girl, with your nigga, whatever, bro. It's not deep enough to do this for me. Like, if they going, let them go. It's like, it's millions and billions of people. Feel me? Like, yeah, you could love her, but you can also learn to love somebody else. Feel me? Like, if they don't want you, don't force it. If we force it, that shit don't work. It never works. It never works. Never try to force it, bro. Like, bro, you, not to say it like that, bro, but you got a name around the city, bro. You could get bitches. Bitches shouldn't be a problem for you to get. Drop some fucking music. That's the problem. That's really the problem. The nigga was in the studio. Nigga, he called her up. He's pulled up and seen her with that nigga. And first thing he should have did was be like, you know what? Book that session. Book that studio session. And I'm gonna go make a song about how these bitches ain't shit. And, you know what I mean? Up one on these niggas. But it's a sad story all around, man. R.I.P. to her. I feel bad for their family, all the shit their family going through right now. Shit out of pocket, man. Little girl lost her mom and dad. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all hit that subscribe button, like, comment. I'm out of this bitch.